Hello YouTube, it's Team Kozmic Abyss here, Taco Null. And today I was wanting to do a deck profile of my Vendreads. It's a deck that I've been playing since Code of the Duelist. And I've never thought I would like to play a ritual deck or zombie decks or any kind of dark deck because I've never really liked any decks like that. One of the main reasons why I started playing this deck was because when they first revealed Hound Horde as the promo for Code of the Duelist, I wanted to play it because of I noticed that was based off of Resident Evil, and Resident Evil is like one of my favorite franchises. So yeah, let's get to the deck profile. First, we're gonna play 3 Vendread Slayer, which this guy is basically the main guy that you want to play 3 of because he's searchable with pre-prep, and whenever he's sent to the graveyard, you can add a ritual spell card by sending one Vendread monster from your deck to the graveyard, which thins your deck out really well. And then I want to play 2 of the Vendread Battlelord. And Battlelord is basically like the boss monster. And his effect is that you can banish a Vendread card from the grave, and you call monster spell trap, and he negates that card for the entire turn. And so like what people like to do is like banish the monsters to negate monster effects, which is hand traps or anything like that. But then his other effect is that whenever he's sent to the graveyard, you send a Vendread monster from your deck to the graveyard, and you have a Vendread ritual monster. And then I just play one of the core, which his effect is that whenever he's sent to the graveyard, you can banish a zombie monster, special summon him, and whenever he's tribute for a ritual summon, the ritual monster can't be targeted by card effects. And yeah, another thing is that all the Vendread cards, the little monsters, the tribute fodder, they'll have 2 effects. The first effect is that whenever they're in the graveyard, you can special summon them through a certain way. And then their second effect is that when they're tributed for a ritual summon, the ritual monster gains another effect. And so now I'll play 1 Strategist. And his effect is that whenever he's sent to the graveyard, reveal 1 Vendread monster, Vendread card. And you can special summon from a graveyard, and his tribute effect is basically Dark World Dealings. Draw 1, discard 1 card after you destroy a monster or a battle, or destroy a monster or a battle. And then the only 2 that I play is Vendread Hound Horde, the only 2 that I play out of the Vendread Tribute mod fodder. And he's one of the best ones because whenever he's sent to the graveyard, you can discard a Vendread card and special summon him. So what I try to do is I send him, discard a Battlelord or any of the rituals, because it doesn't matter. Or you can discard Strategist, which you can use as effect to summon him from graveyard by revealing a card. And then another reason why he's so good is because the tribute effect is that once per turn during either party's turn, which is a quick effect, you can banish a spell card on the field, spell trap card. And it's great against Pendulum Magicians or any kind of Pendulum deck like that or anything like that that relies on spells and traps. And then now I'll play 1 Revenant. He has the weakest special summon effect. Basically, you can special summon him whenever he's destroyed by an opponent's monster or card effect, and you special summon him. So what you usually have to do is whenever he's in the grave, you have to use Mizuki to summon him, which I hate doing, but it's the only way you can really get him from the grave. And then his tribute effect is that whenever he's tributed, the monster gains a banish once per turn quick effect, the same thing as Hound Horde, and banish a monster instead, which is really good. And those are all the Vendread monsters I play. I play 3 Solitaire. Basically, you want to have him in your hand first time every duel, because he makes you an instant Omega, 1 card Omega basically. And I'll play 1 Spirit Master. You can just banish him, pop a card. It's good with Slayer or Battlelord or anything like that. And then also whenever he is normal summon, you can switch summon 1 Shiranui from your hand or graveyard. So those are basically the only Shiranuis I play. I did not play Spectral Sword, and the reason why is because that I've never really used his effect, and that whenever I do use his effect, it's basically already too late because you have to wait 1 turn after he's sent to the graveyard, and it's really slow. So I never play him, never use his effect really. I usually just banish him. And then to combo off with the Solitaire, I played 2 Unizombies. I don't play 3 because I think it's a bit cloggy for me. And 2 is enough because you can search it, or if you accidentally draw one, you have another one deck. but you know, his effect is, you know, once per turn you can target a monster in the field that you control, send the one zombie type monster from your deck to your graveyard, and then that monster gains a level. And then his other effect is basically the same thing, but discard from hand and the monster gains a level. And then for the other zombies, I'll play 3 Mizuki. If you're playing a zombie deck, you have to play 3 Mizuki because you can summon any zombie monster from a graveyard just by banishing himself. So yeah, and then now I'll play 1 Gozuki. And with Gozuki, you can make instant 2 Omegas first turn. And now for the spells, I run 3 of the Vendread Charge. And this spell is really good because I like to use it because, you know, you can tribute on the field. So like if you have a Slayer on field that you just want to tribute, you know, just to get its effect off that another ritual spell, which I've done that plenty of times, you can do it easily. Or you can tribute any other monster in your hand or anything like that to summon any Vendread monster from deck. So it actually it makes it really easy to get any Vendread little guy that you want to tribute. And you can just special summon them, so you don't have to use your normal summon or anything like that. And then I'll play 3 Vendread Origin, which you have to play 3 of that because it's the only ritual spell card we have in this deck. Which I think is the main problem in this deck, is that we only have 1 ritual spell and it's a ritual deck. If we had more than 1 ritual spell, I think this deck could be meta at least, maybe tier 1. Because like this ritual spell is amazing. Its effect is that you can tribute cards from your field, hand, or graveyard, banishing them. Special summon 1 Vendread ritual monster from your hand or graveyard, which that there is just amazing that you can do that. So you run 3 of that, and then for the cards to search the ritual spell and the rituals, play 3 pre-prep. You gotta play it because Vendread Origin, and it lists Vendread Slayer. So you can actually use this also with pre-prep to search him and Slayer, which is why Slayer is really good. And then I'll play 2 preparation rites. You know, you can search any ritual monster you want. And then I'll play 2 Allure Darkness. You know, it's I run a lot of dark, so you know it's easy draw power. You know, draw 2 cards, banish a dark monster. It's not that hard to use. Then I'll play 2 Burial from a Different Dimension. You know, return 3 banished monsters from the banish stone to the graveyard. I like to use it because I do end up banishing a lot. I think I banish way too much than what I usually should be playing. And then for the 1-ofs I play Monster Reborn, which, you know, you special summon a monster from graveyard, so you know you gotta play that. Rageki and other things, you know, playing staple with destroy all monsters your opponent control. And this is a card I play that I guess you could say is my attack because I've never really seen anyone else play it, which is Reasoning. And the reason why I play Reasoning is that we have a bunch of levels in the deck. You know, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and we got 6 and 7. So that's a lot of different levels. So like, you know, so your opponent calls a level of a monster, and you mill that many cards until you get a monster you can special summon, and then you special summon it. But if it's the monster of the declared level, you have to send it to graveyard, which, in my opinion, isn't really that bad in here because it's a zombie deck anyway. So you know, you're really gonna want your zombies in the graveyard anyways. So that's why I play it, and it's actually been pretty good with me. I've always had a special summon, and even if I don't get the special summon, you know, I can use the monster in the graveyard also because it's a zombie. It's a zombie deck. That's like their whole thing. And then for the traps, I only run 3. I play 2 Solemn Strike, pretty self-explanatory, you know, negate monster effect, pay 1500. And then I play 1 Vendread Revolution, which this card is pretty good. It'd have been really amazing if you didn't have to do this card, or if you could return, you know, like 3 cards and then draw. But this card's amazing because you discard a card and you get to add a ritual spell to your hand and special Vendread monster, I think. Yeah, you can special summon the Vendread monster and you get to add the ritual spell to your hand. So so you know you can easily ritual summon again because we don't have 3 ritual spells, which is kind of retarded or stupid. Because this right here would have been an amazing card for the for a ritual spell. And then it has a graveyard, graveyard effect that is banish it, return 5 zombie monsters in the deck, and then shuffle and draw 1. So play one of that. And for the extra deck, I play 1 Herald of Arclight. And I've never really gotten into him, but he's there just in case. And basically what he does is any monster sent from the hand or main deck to the graveyard is banished, which is amazing because that can get over hand traps. During the player's turn, when spell, trap, or monster effect is activated, I contribute him, negate the activation, and destroy it. So it's basically like a solemn judgment. And if it's sent to the graveyard at all, I can add a ritual monster or ritual spell card from my deck to hand. So it's really good. Level 4. And I play level 6 Samurai Saga. And what his effect is, once per turn during the player's turn, you can target one of your banished zombie type monsters, shuffle into the deck, and if you do, change to defense position all monsters your opponent control with attack less than or equal to the monster. If this card is banished, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls. It loses 500 attack. You can special summon one share new Samurai Saga once per turn. I've never really gone into him. And then Black Rose, you nuke the whole field whenever you summon, but I haven't used them yet. This I try to go into every duel I can, which is to Omega. And it's basically one of the reasons why it helps this deck so a lot, because it returns a banished monster to the graveyard, or banished card actually. And Shogun Saga, I only went him to one time, and basically he can gain a lot of attack, becomes beefy as fuck. And 1 Bills, I just got him, so I haven't really gone into him at all, but if I ever needed him, protect myself. Trishula, I've gone into him I think once or twice, and some people think it's kind of hard to get into him in here, but it's actually really easy because you have like a couple ways to go into him, because Zombie can make his level go up or down. It's pretty easy to summon him though. And then I play 1 Sun Saga. I think I got onto 1 time, and I use his effect to return any zombie type monster, but mainly use him for the protection effect. Those are the synchros I play in the deck. Naguska, I use him, stall if I need it. Castel, target card, return it. And I'll play Greatest Package, which is the Utopia package, which get over big monsters. All the excuses I play. And for the links I play Firewall. I've literally never gone into him, and the reason why I'm playing him is because I do not have a Deco Talker. If I Deco Talker, I would play him instead of Firewall, because Firewall, my opinion, isn't that great in this deck. Or whenever we get a Vampire Sucker, I'll probably take him out for Vampire Sucker, or maybe Herald for Vampire Sucker. And the last thing monster I play is Saryuja. I usually go into him almost every game if I can. He's pretty easy to make because zombies, you can special summon them, and he fixes any dead hands I usually have. So he's an amazing card to play in this deck. So yeah, that's my deck profile of my Vendreads. It's a pretty fun deck. Hopefully that they can become meta or really great in the next set, Flames of Destruction. I hope you enjoyed this video. I am a new upcoming YouTuber. I'm going to try to do some deck profiles and some more pack openings or box openings I can. I try to upload as much as I can, as possibly as I can. So please don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell icon to get notifications whenever I make a video. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.